In this video, I want to share with you the simplest campaign structure that you can use regardless if you're running sales or lead campaigns. It's the same account structure that I use in nearly every ad account to spend 7 figures per year. I do this since 7 years, and the same campaign structure has proven to work since 3 years. And regardless of all the updates, it continues to work also with the newest Andromeda one. So I want to share it with you. I want to also show it to you. What you can see here, this campaign, which is live. Here it's running since beginning of February. Now today we have the 9th of December. It has spent 126,000 euros, has generated 27,000 registered website registrations, and has an average cost per registration of 4.60 euros. In the last days, it has come to even below 3 euros, which you can see here. We lowered the budget also due to the Black Week. This is not a relevant product for this time frame. But over the year, you can see it's consistently working. I accidentally closed the window. Now we have it again. You can also see it here throughout the year that the website registrations have been quite consistent with some ups and some downs due to different seasons throughout the year. But if you look also here, very consistent throughout the whole year. So this is working, and I want to build it out with you together right now. The structure that I'm about to show you now is so simple that most people think they forgot something or it cannot work because it's so simple. But this is the reason why it's working, because it's so simple and because it allows the algorithm to have its most freedom in order to find the right people for you. Now, this big freedom can be also a trap if your ads are not created the right way, meaning they have actual insights for your audiences, they have actual relevant problems, and also the product actually improves the lives of your customers significantly. So this needs to be the precondition to work, but this applies to all campaign setups. You need to have a great product and a great ad for it to work. Then, if you have this, the simpler the account structure, from my experience, the better and the more stable the results. So let's take it away. You build your campaign and you choose the goal that you want to reach. So in your case, it's very, very likely either leads or sales. For the sake of this example, we choose a sales campaign. Now, what I like to do is to run a CBO ad, a campaign budget optimized ad, campaign, because the ad spend distribution is for me a great insight in order to learn which ads are performing, which angles are relevant, and which ones are not. And for this, I need to have it. I can set minimum budgets per ad set if I want that every ad set spends. I don't need to have an ABO for this. But yeah, from my experience over the last years, CBO, especially also when scaling, is the better structure in order to have valid insights and in order also for Facebook to have the right sequence of ads. So you choose here a campaign budget optimized campaign, set your daily budget, and that's it. What you do here, you might name it in a certain manner. I have my own structure, my naming convention, but it's not like this, but yeah, you can do your own thing here. Next, we go to the ad set. Now, when we choose first of all, the conversion location, we choose the website here. And then for your performance goal, you always choose what you want to reach. If you are not spending like 50 to 100,000 per day, then, and if you are not in like a very tiny country, then this will this will be the best way for you. Why? Because if you choose here, for example, purchase, it actually tells the algorithm to reach people who, based on their user behavior, actually register purchases based on Facebook ads. Myself, for example, I do a lot of add to carts events on other websites, and I also start the checkout because I want to see, for example, what offers they have, what email marketing will start, because I, as an advertiser, I want to see what others are doing. But I rarely ever convert to actually a purchase. So based on my user behavior, I'm a user who has a lot of add to carts and also initiated checkouts. It doesn't mean I'm purchasing. So always tell Facebook what you actually want to do or reach with your campaigns. And this is a purchase. So choose this. Also, you do not need to warm up pixels and stuff like this. This is a history and not relevant anymore. So this is, so you choose this. Next, attribution model. This depends on multiple aspects for your business and is very individual. For the beginning, I recommend for you to choose the standard event, but be careful with the amount of attributed sales that you get to this, and always check Shopify or your shop in order to make sure that everything's actually working. If you are not that sure, then probably the best is with ClickFunnels, choose 7 days and turn off engaged view and also view through attributions. If this is too complicated for you and you do not know why, what is this, just leave it as a standard. That's the clearest for you. Then here, if you have multiple ad sets, you can choose here ad spend limits to say, for example, every ad set should spend at least 10% of their daily minimum. In most cases also, if you want to keep it as simple as possible, just leave it as it is now. Next, you choose the location you want people to reach in. Choose the countries here. And then, if you want, you can also adjust a minimum age and also language and exclude audiences like past customers. For this, you need to have it set up. I would recommend to exclude past customers. Otherwise, the algorithm has the tendency to go very strongly in this. And for most advertisers, they want to get new customers. So if this is your goal, then make sure to exclude all your previous customers here. Also, minimum age depends also on your product. You can go up to 25 and choose maybe 25. So that's it. Keep it as simple as possible. There are a lot of different things to do and a lot of different strategies, but in rarely ever cases, this won't move the needle, especially when you set it up. It's, from my experience and recommendation, always best to set it up in rather a broad way and then narrow it down with data instead of like creating a setup that is very tiny and has no real room for the algorithm to explore. And then you can also do not do any adjustments because there is so little opportunities for you. So rather go broad in the beginning and then narrow down instead of going the other way. So choose your country, choose a minimum age that makes sense, exclude your customers, and depends on your country, you might also insert here a language. And that's it. Also for placements, I would recommend for you to keep everything in there and then exclude over time if relevant, but for the beginning, keep it broad. So very simple, very straightforward, not much to do here in the ad set. And then when you set up your ads, similar thing, insert your page, and then here, ad setup, I would recommend for you to choose a single image or video. Then you put in your website URL. If you're selling products, then most likely you insert here the link to your product detail page. Then turn off personalized destinations here. Make sure to uncheck this, otherwise Facebook might send traffic to very odd pages which you do not want to. And then here, setup test. Here, setup creative. This is what I meant. You upload an image. Now, after you've chosen your image, you make sure that it will be placed correctly in all placements. Make sure to uncheck this checkbox here, otherwise your ad might look very ugly and not optimized for the placement. You can also upload replacement files here, for example, for the story in reel placement. Then go to next. Then you can insert here your text. You can upload up to 5 different variations. If you want to choose a call to action that makes sense. From my experience, I either choose, where do I have it here in English, order now or shop now, sometimes learn more, depends on it. And then I confirm. Now, I make sure to have flexible media disabled here. I also uncheck add music because the music choice in most cases is not fitting to the actual ad. And then if you go down here, make sure to have here your pixel selected and checked this checkbox here if it might not be selected. And that's it. Now, what's also important for you from my experience, separate the ad sets based on your content. Meaning, if you have ads with multiple angles or multiple formats, like you have meme ads, you have founder videos, and you have benefit ads for your products, which are graphics, then I would recommend for you to have 3 different ad sets and cluster those ads based on the content. Because it is a CBO campaign, meaning everything will get different spends, but it will allow you to have a better overview when having multiple ad sets. It will allow you to make sure that every concept gets spent. If you would put everything in one ad set, then you would not be able to do this technically. And it will also allow you to evaluate your ads and your performance better. How much ads per ad set? There is no right or wrong. Simply upload what you have and make sure to have rather more quality ads than just quantity of ads. And make sure that what you upload actually is a good ad. This is the biggest leverage you have when it comes to advertising on Facebook here. It's not your campaign setup. The ad itself is more important. So hope this was still clear. You can click the link in the video description. There is a short summary document which you can use. And if you want to learn more simple strategies for advertising that actually work, subscribe and I will see you in the next video.